One of the most popular safety boots in Australia is this one here, made by Oliver Footwear. It's the AT55 series, all-terrain zip-sided work boot. It comes in this packaging. This is the label on the front. It's the model 55332Z in the wheat colour. The zip on the side of the boot makes it super quick to get on and off. Now, traditionally in Australia, the safety boot market has been dominated by elastic-sided work boots. So elastic-sided boots are fast to get on and off, but they provide very little ankle support. So the trend over the last 5 or 10 years has been towards lace-up boots like this that provide excellent ankle support, but have a zip on the side for fast on and off. Now you'll notice too, one of the eyelets here, this one here is much larger than the other eyelets. That's a lace locking eyelet. So it actually holds the laces below that eyelet tight so that when you're getting the boot on and off, you can undo the zip, these laces remain tight, but you can still get in and out of the boot. It makes it faster to get the boot on and off. One of the primary reasons this boot is so popular is the comfort of the sole. There's an amazing amount of pour-on in the sole. So pour-on is a synthetic material that stays spongy. It remains spongy, and the comfort is amazing over a long period of time. Now, this is the inner sole that's in the boot. So that we call this a NANOlite footbed or inner sole. You'll see that there's dots all over the inner sole. They're actually raised lumps, which are designed to massage the foot as you're walking along, which promotes blood flow in the foot. The outer sole of the boot is a high heat rubber outer sole that can handle about 300 degrees Celsius. So that's great if you're standing in hot sparks from grinding or welding metal. The sole doesn't tend to melt like a polyurethane sole would. The outer sole is also anti-static, so that's great for industries that have ignition risks, like a chemical factory or the petroleum industry, the fuel industry. The outer sole also has great chemical resistant properties, so standing in corrosive chemicals, that outer sole will last so much longer than a standard polyurethane sole. On the front of the boot, you'll notice there's a scuff guard. So the scuff guard is designed to protect the leather from puncture, from kicking steel or timber or whatever, that would otherwise expose the toe cap that's underneath that may create an electrical risk. You'll see the stitching on the boot is very robust. In some areas it's triple stitched. Now the stitch that's at the front of the boot, rather than being cotton, is actually made of Kevlar. So Kevlar is great for heat. Again, if you have a spark land on Kevlar, it will last considerably longer than cotton stitching. And the Kevlar stitch is also great for corrosive chemicals. So if you have a splash of corrosive chemical on the boot, it might eat away the cotton quickly, but the Kevlar stitch will last much longer. The liner in the boot is both highly breathable and has an antimicrobial feature. So it's great for people that have hot, sweaty, smelly feet. I find that anyone with feet like that tends to have drier feet in this boot, and they're just less stinky. The leather that's on the boot is a high quality, high grade leather. It's water resistant. Now there's what we call a half bellow tongue. If you look in there, you can see that the tongue is sort of sealed to the main part of the boot halfway up. So that's great in wet conditions, but it's also great in dusty conditions in the dirt, maybe in the construction industry, where you've got rocks and pebbles and dirt that would otherwise maybe get into the boot, but are prevented from getting in because of that half bellow tongue. The boot has a 6-month manufacturer's warranty, and there's also a 30-day comfort guarantee. That means that even though you've had the boot properly fitted, if you get it home and you're not comfortable in the first 30 days, it can be exchanged or refunded. Now, importantly, the boot is made to Australian Standard 2210.1/2010. That's the standard that's applicable to safety boots in Australia. The Oliver AT55 series work boot, the 55332Z, available from SafetyQuip locations right around the country. Let our local team know if you'd like one of our safety vans to come out to your work site to fit out you and the crew with boots like this.